Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to Ys openings. I believe it's from 1987 to 2024. I don't really know much about this game. I do know people have recommended me to check out the openings though, after I have reacted to Legend of Heroes openings. So here we are. If you would like, you can let me know down below a bit more about the game and what you enjoy most about it, or even which is your favorite actually. And as always, if you have a video that you'd like me to react to guaranteed, then be sure to go to my sponsor page, sponsor.app/trailblazer_Didina. Now let's get started. Ys 1. Light and darkness, the disturbed and chaotic era. Ooh. I'm actually surprised by how animated it is. The harmonica is very relaxing to listen to. Oh, that is a large tower. Ancient Ys vanished. It kind of has like that one, the Ghibli feels with the music and the artwork they're showing, or I guess animation. So maybe because of that kind of feels nostalgic. Except for that, what the heck is that? Wait, that character actually looks really cool. What the? I would need to see her again. I'm really surprised by how much animation is going on here. Maybe because Legend of Heroes made me think that, you know, usually it's not in the beginning. But this is a lot more animated than I thought. It's very surprising. And you're telling me that this was an old game? Oh, it's the same person. Okay, I guess she's stuck on the tower or something? Or is that a floating castle? That tower is so high! Ancient Ys vanished Omen. So it's the beginning of his adventures. Ooh, this beginning here. He has overcome the challenges of Darm Tower, my lord. How shall we proceed? Ooh, so that's the tower name. This adult Christian's perseverance is admirable. Let's see how far he can go. Very good, sir. Gosh, this music is like super ominous. It's great. Ah, final chapter. Eternal. Okay, so I guess the first game was like the first half of the story for this character. Oh, I didn't get to see. What did it say? Light and darkness. Hey, the animation is even smoother. Oh, so they're two separate people. Goddesses? Gosh, the text was going so fast. Ooh, who is she? You know, I'm really liking the brown-haired and or even brown-eyed characters more and more these days. "700 years ago. Ancient Ys. Ys. I like how the first one is a little bit more peaceful with the harmonica, and then here, there's more of a guitar focus. And with drums, making it more epic and exciting and more energizing. It very much lives up to the whole final chapter importance. Okay, that is... This is definitely late 1900s or early 2000s. Like the style of music. Wow, they are up to their animation right there. Gosh, this game opening, it feels like I could totally see it in a Ghibli movie. Strangely. Like the setting itself kind of gives me the same vibes as Laputa, or I guess Sky and the Castle movie setting. That ethereal, mythical area. I don't really know how to say it. I guess the best way to put it is that it makes me actually curious about the world. In my time, I've wandered everywhere. Around this world, hope would always be there. It's so bright. Ys, the oath in Felghana? It's kind of hard to tell with that text. I do wonder if this is going to be following a different main character though. Oh no, never mind, it's the same. So I guess this would be like the third arc, perhaps? Doesn't seem like it's the continuation of the previous one. I do like how it's gone back to its peaceful type of music as the opening. With a lot of string instruments, brass, and wind. It's like the start of a new adventure. But it feels a lot more majestic compared to the first one. First one, the harmonica was such a huge emphasis. Here, they seem to highlight more the majestic nature of the world, using more orchestral type move. And I've noticed that in the first one and this one, there is a lot of focus on showing the actual world, which I actually quite appreciate because it makes you be able to imagine the world a lot more vividly compared to if you didn't. I assume they have to save the blonde girl, maybe? Or she's like another goddess or something that grants the main character power. I wouldn't be surprised either way if that was the case. Wow, the setting is just so majestic. I love the strings. Ooh, it works so well with the guitar. Those are the two goddesses, I believe. Ooh, we have some choir going on, huh? You know, this kind of music kind of reminds me of, I think it was called Violinist of Hamerin. I haven't actually watched the series, but the whole idea of having the violin lead, it always reminds me of that particular series. Really like the manga for it. I think it was called Violinist of Hamerin. I can't really remember. It was like back in middle school that I read it. Although here, obviously, guitar has a strong presence too. I do like the fact that they use recurring characters. Or at least characters that you kind of recognize. Okay, I see. It's the end of the world and they need to save the world. I just can't tell if that is the bad guy or good. Okay, so it's a new MC for this one. That better be the case. I'm gonna get so confused. Wow. Okay, so I assume we have to find those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shards that flew and broke. Judging from the anime that I consume, that's kind of what I'm concluding. Wow, look at the animation right there. Ys 7. Oh, they're grown. They look a lot sharper now. Oh, you can actually see the characters a lot clearer now. That's nice. Mysterious, potentially enemy. New allies, except for that guy. Wait, they have like dinosaur creatures? Huh. so hard to figure out where the story is going. Just from the openings. I just can't tell if it's like the generic type of game, you know, plot-wise, like a shonen anime type of formulaic story, or if it's actually quite different and subverts the tropes. Wait, what? Okay, so this is like a collab game, Issa and Legend of Heroes. I was gonna say, that's different. I do wonder, since it's a collab thing, then does that mean they're set in the same world? Or maybe not? It could just be one of those, oh, we kind of ended up in your worlds temporarily, so let's team up. Eventually. Yeah, okay, so they really are teaming up. Because I know that those two games are made by the same company, so it makes sense they would be able to do like this kind of collab. Right. My memory. Ooh, now we're seeing some more animation. This could be like a total anime opening from like the early 2000s or mid 2000s actually, as in like middle of 2002 where we are now. Look at the details and the shadows. It's interesting though that they haven't implemented any like actual vocal music. That's actually quite surprising. It's a crazy guy. These are you know, looking at how many games he goes through, that guy, I think, needs a vacation at this point. Oh, I thought the other one was like an anime opening. Nah, this one is the anime opening. Like a Ghibli anime opening at this point. With the song. The song makes it feel like a Ghibli movie. But then the animation is like totally anime. Oh, she's pretty. You know, I like how that dragon looks like... Wait, it has a beak, right? I'm not just saying things. It kind of reminds me of this one anime from a long time ago, like when I was like a kid. I don't know if it was an actual like Japanese anime, but there was like this like blonde little kid and this pilot woman, and they were always on like a plane and flying, looking for like this like tree or something. Can't remember what it was called, but the world kind of reminds me of that too. It's at the tip of my tongue. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about? Highly doubt it though. It's a really old anime. A dinosaur? Ooh, nice. These character designs are fire. I like her. She's the prettiest. She has an interesting weapon. Is it another end of the world? Lacrimosa of Dana. Oh, that was the latest one? That was... Wow, that was... No wonder it's a lot more animated. I'm actually surprised. I mean, that was a 2024 opening. They did a very good job in making it very nostalgic feeling throughout the entire thing. Like, it was to a point where I couldn't tell if it was from like the mid 2000s or, you know, early 2000s, I guess would be the best way to put it, or if it was like the late 1900s, because they kept it very consistent with the instrumental type of music instead of having any vocals. Not to mention, they actually surprisingly have not done like a lot of animated things for their openings. So it kind of is difficult to tell the progression. Mostly because Legend of Heroes, surprisingly, like you were able to see like the upgrade in animation, the opening throughout. But here it's like a mixed bag in that sense. You can't really tell if there's like a progression or if it's going backwards sometimes, or if there actually is a progression in regards to like the quality and the setup and the way that they actually made the opening, which I found to be very interesting compared to what I experienced and saw with Legend of Heroes. Obviously, gameplay probably shows a lot more of the progression, but if we're just talking about openings, I just found it quite interesting that they chose to do it this way. Because usually at this point, you would expect a lot more animation, but the actual, like, let's say the dragon thing looked kind of... It's like too detailed for the world compared to the actual characters, which is why I found it kind of odd. I thought it was like an early or mid 2000s, maybe like 2010s or something, that kind of animation. But the fact that it's from 2 years ago surprises me, because I thought it would be a lot more sophisticated with the animation at that point. But at the same time, maybe I'm just comparing it to some animations that probably wouldn't really work well on like a game, for example, at least opening wise. But not that I dislike it, because I actually quite like the fact that they stuck to this route, because it builds more of that nostalgia and makes you feel like you're back in time with this kind of opening. And I think that is its strongest point over other games, let's say. Mostly because a lot of the players that grew up with this are gonna want and crave for this kind of nostalgia. So in the end, obviously it would be better to cater to that audience, since they're the ones that are gonna buy the game and play it and praise it and whatnot, versus trying to appeal to like a newer audience all the time. Which is why I quite like the fact that it's hard to tell which opening is from what year, because of their usage of the animation, the music, and the way that they structure the opening. I think the biggest thing though is that, I guess progression-wise, if you can call it that, is their storyboarding of the opening rather than like the effects, the animation itself, and so forth. You could definitely see that they experimented a little bit with that throughout, but it's very minimal. They didn't really like take risks, a lot of risks when it comes to portraying the game through the opening. And I would assume that they put most of their focus on the game itself rather than the opening, which is a good sign too if that is the case. Please do let me know if that is the case because I'm quite curious. I don't really know much about this game at all again, so please do give me a little bit more context, but it seems like it's only following one main character, the red-haired guy, and his, I guess, buddy, the blue-haired big guy. Those are like the two consistent characters that I've noticed throughout. And then obviously there's the two goddesses, which I assume he meets at the end of the first game after he climbs the tower. And I guess from there, he has to save the world in each game. Honestly, I've got to feel bad for him that he has to go through all that through every game. I know that's the point, but like, when you think about it realistically, like imagine if you were him, I would not want that kind of life. That sounds exhausting, okay? But it's cool, it's cool. And the fact that you get different allies is cool too. But I do wonder if the other allies from the previous games do show up in the newer games. Just like kind of what they do with the Legend of Heroes, although they kind of do it a little bit differently from what I understand, since they usually have a different MC depending on the game. But for this one, it feels like it's the same thing. So I do wonder if there's a chance that other allies from previous games do show up in the game, you know, not only for nostalgia, but, you know, you get to see them grow too over time, as one might say. But either way, this was a really fun thing to watch, and I'm quite pleasantly surprised by how difficult it is to tell like when it came out. I still think that's quite amusing personally, that it's done in a way where you can't really tell if it was made a long time ago or if it was actually new. I do wonder if that's a good change or a good thing for the actual players, or if you guys actually wanted like a full-on anime opening or like something that is a little bit more reflective of the current trends of this recent years. Do let me know down below in the comments. In any case, if you enjoyed my reaction to this, then be sure to give it a like, comment below, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!